From smartphones to laptops, we're all surrounded by screens. But is all that blue light taking a toll on our eyes? The doctor is in as we talk about blue light, its impact on our vision, and what we can do to protect our eyes. Joining us via Zoom is ophthalmologist Dr. Erwin Palisoc. Good morning, Doc. It's a beautiful day.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day.
Now,
Good morning
Doc,
to all your viewers.
first and foremost, can you talk to us, what is blue light? We always hear blue light is bad for us and we should be wearing glasses. But first of all, what is blue light and where is it commonly found?
Actually, blue light is a high energy visible light. No? So it's naturally emitted by the sun, which helps regulate our sleep-wake cycle and will boost our alertness. However, it is also artificially produced by various digital devices and light sources. So it includes smartphones, tablets, computer screens, LED, fluorescent lights, even television screens and gaming consoles. No? So due to the widespread use of the digital screen, exposure to artificial blue light has increased significantly also, leading to concerns about its potential effects on eye health and sleep patterns. So nakakaapekto talaga ito sa ating mata.
Doc, how do you know when you've been exposed too much to blue light? What are the symptoms you normally feel? And of course, what are the negative effects of overexposure to blue light?
Yeah. So blue light actually causes more scattering than other light wavelengths, no? Because it has shorter wavelength but high energy. It emits high energy. No? So long hours of screen exposure can actually lead to temporary vision loss or blurriness due to overuse of the eye muscles. No? In some cases, it can also cause digital eye strain. No? So digital eye strain may contribute to long-term difficulties in adjusting focus between near and far objects. So accommodation issues. So maraming kinokos itong problem sa exposure to blue light. No? So digital eye strain can have eye fatigue and discomfort, headache, difficulty concentrating, dry eye issues like reduced blinking while using the screen. So maraming problem talaga siya.
Si Doc mentioned blurriness, no? Maybe that's your problem, mo. Maybe that's why it's blurry. You couldn't see
Probably.
Timothy Chalamet and
Exactly. This is why we're talking,
and Tom
Doc.
Holland. The blurriness from too much blue light exposure. But Doc, are there certain age groups that are more susceptible to the effects of blue light?
Yeah, that's true. No? So there are certain age groups that are more vulnerable to blue light exposure. So yung children, mga kabataan, their eyes have less natural blue light filtration because their crystalline lens is still developing. Yun yung lente sa mata. No? So this means more blue light will reach the retina, which potentially increase the risk of long-term retinal damage. Yun yung part of the eye that is in the posterior area, no? So sa likod. So very sensitive tissue at the back of the eye. So it will cause visual loss if not treated, no? So kailangan natin na maagapan 'yan ng maaga, no? So excessive screen use in young individuals will also contribute to eye strain and myopia or nearsightedness. Sa elderly individuals naman, they are less susceptible to blue light because their lenses naturally filter more as they age. No? So however, blue light exposure is still a concern, especially for those at risk of age-related macular degeneration.
Doc,
So
and
yun, different age groups, meron silang different risk factors to blue light exposure.
yeah, especially for kids, it's very worrisome. I always see kids with tablets. They're always on their phones. I think they're constantly, literally exposed to blue light. But apart from the kids, what about for adults? What can we do to combat the blue light from our screens? So are blue light glasses really a thing? And what about screen filters?
Yeah. No? So is it yeah, that's true, no? Using digital screen, you have to avoid that, no? At least 1 to 2 hours before bedtime, dapat na tayo, free na tayo from using our gadgets or yung mga natin digital devices natin, no? Before bedtime because it can delay melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. So magkakaroon tayo ng restless night, no? And we could experience daytime fatigue and reduce alertness and increased risk of sleep disorders, no? So there are these blue light blocking glasses and screen filters which can help reduce blue light exposure. But their effectiveness depends on the individual and their needs also. No? So blue light blocking glasses may help with digital eye strain and improves the quality of sleep, especially if used in the evening. And then if you're using your digital devices, you have to use screen filters and night mode settings. No? So this will reduce blue light emission from the device and may help lessen eye fatigue and sleep disruption.
Okay,
Okay?
Doc, let us make the day worse here for my two partners. Kasi when you said that, oh, don't use your phones 2 hours before bed, they were looking at each other. Kaya I want to focus in on that more because it feels like something that we've heard over and over again from various sources na masama talaga to look at your screen excessively before bed. So the question here is how you mentioned it affects the sleep, it affects the rhythm. Are there any other health detriments, especially towards the eyes, for the eyes, that excessive screen use in the evening in particular that it does?
Yeah. Aside from what I mentioned earlier, so it may cause digital eye strain. No? Yung symptoms ng digital eye strain, yung dry eyes, eye irritation, and it may cause also temporary loss of vision, no? Yung blurriness of vision. So long hours of screen exposure can lead to temporary vision. So we have to avoid that. And we should also practice yung 20-20-20 rule, no? Ang ibig sabihin ng 20-20 rule, every 20 minutes of screen time, you have to take a 20-second break by looking at a distance 20 feet away. No? And you have to use blue light filter or night mode on digital devices, especially at night. And you should really avoid screen time before bedtime. Avoid the use of digital screen at least 1 to 2 hours before sleeping. And you have to ensure proper lighting. No? So work in a well-lit room to reduce screen glare and contrast issues. No? Kasi naapektuhan din niya yung contrast sensitivity ng natin ng
Yeah.
paningin.
Right.
Doc, just a
And
little
you have to
clarification.
blink more frequently you have to blink frequently. So blinking will help prevent dry eyes caused by prolonged screen use.
Okay, Doc, just a little clarification. You mentioned yung mga blue light eyewear as well. Does it take away completely yung effects ng blue light? Because some people might think that, oh, sige, if I wear this, then maybe I can now use the screens before bed.
Actually, it can help reduce blue light exposure. But its effectiveness depends on the individual and their needs also. So blue light blocking glasses may help with digital eye strain and improve sleep quality if used in the evening. No? And screen filters naman and night mode settings will reduce the blue light emission from the device, which may help lessen eye fatigue and sleep disruption. However, its effectiveness in preventing retinal damage or macular degeneration is still controversial or still debated.
Doc, when we look for blue light glasses or the filters, I know there are a lot in the market. How can we tell if they're actually legitimate or not?
You have to consult your ophthalmologist or eye doctor. No? So you need to see an ophthalmologist, no? Especially if you experience persistent digital eye strain, and symptoms of that are frequent dry eyes, irritation, or blurriness of vision. No? So you need to seek advice from an eye doctor, and they will prescribe you with the right or correct blue light filtering glasses.
Doc, is that practical also for parents who have young children? Because sinasabi nga natin na ito yung tablet generation eh. Lahat ng mga bata nasa
Yeah.
screen, nasa smartphone, nasa laptop.
True.
Would you encourage parents to consider blue light protection for their children in general as a whole?
Yeah, especially in this digital age, no? Madalas na talagang exposed tayo sa computer screen, no? Especially in studying, no? So we are at risk, no? Especially the children, they are at risk of developing digital eyesight or computer vision syndrome. So protection from this blue light may may be halted or may be prevented if they wear blue light blocking glasses, which may prevent digital eyes.
You know, I feel like I'm actually guilty of that because at such a young age, I was already letting my daughter use her tablet and her phone for a very long time because it buys you, peace for a couple of
at a young age,
minutes and
nagta-tablet ka na
hours.
eh.
Wala
what I
pang
thought
tablet
too.
noon.
Oo.
Iba pa yung tablet namin noon, hindi electronic. Yung mga mechanical pinipindot-pindot.
Abacus?
Hindi naman abacus!
I don't even know.
Grabe! Doc, can you tell us when should someone consult an ophthalmologist regarding blue light exposure? Abacus.
Yeah. So it's really recommended to see an ophthalmologist if you experience persistent digital eye strain, difficulty sleeping despite reducing screen exposure, worsening vision problems including trouble focusing or increased sensitivity to light, and if you have family history of macular degeneration or retinal diseases. So symptoms of chronic eye discomfort also, no, that does not improve with rest. So you should consult an eye doctor if you experience those problems.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Doc. We learned a lot, especially me. Thank you for my morning consultation and for reminding me I need to check up with my
Yes.
doctor. Thank you, Doc Erwin Palisoc, for joining us this morning.
It's my pleasure. Thank you also for inviting me.